Subaru confirms all new electric SUV for Europe. It is going to be like a Forester size, and the US model still comes first. Subaru announced the first ever all-electric SUV would launch in Europe. Let's see when it's coming for the United States customers. Welcome back, dear friends. This is Armen Harayan from TorqueNews.com. If you are here first time, please subscribe to our channel for daily electric vehicle news and ring the bell so you don't miss my next Tesla story. Dennis Fleer, Torque News Subaru daily reporter, says Subaru Corporation announced today its all-new fully electric SUV would launch in Europe. According to the news report, the first ever Subaru electric vehicle, battery electric vehicle, comes to Europe in the first half of the 2020s. As Torque News reported recently, the announcement revealed the EV would be a mid-size SUV similar in size to the 2021 Subaru Forester. So imagine a Subaru Forester size Subaru electric SUV coming soon. Subaru will develop the new battery electric vehicle with Toyota, which now owns 20% of Subaru Corporation. The partnership will also produce more Subaru hybrid models by the mid-2020s. Subaru will produce one new all-electric SUV for the US and Europe, but North American customers will get their new electric vehicles first. Subaru says the all-electric SUV, Subaru SUV Electric, will reduce its environmental footprint in Europe and satisfy a growing demand for alternative powertrains. Subaru currently sells the 2021 Forester e-Boxer Hybrid, Crosstrek e-Boxer Hybrid, and Impreza e-Boxer Hybrid in Europe. Those models represent 60% of Subaru Europe's total sales volume. What does it mean for US customers? Torque News recently reported in an interview with Automotive News Subaru CEO Tommy Nakamura saying Subaru will put most of its focus on the US, where the automaker sells approximately 66% of its all-wheel drive cars. Subaru will launch its first all-electric car in North America in 2022. Europe will get the new electric SUV sometimes later. Subaru says from now on, all of its full electrification efforts will rely on its collaboration with Toyota. Nakamura says the partnership with Toyota gives them access to new technology. If you remember, several days ago, I reported that Toyota is about to unveil in 2021 solid-state super battery for its electric upcoming vehicles, which will charge the vehicle in 10 minutes. Now, Nakamura said regarding Toyota, saying they have a lot of knowledge of electrified vehicles. So we thought working with Toyota would allow us to introduce an EV or hybrid faster. We can absorb Toyota's knowledge, Nakamura said. The new US spec Subaru all-electric mid-size SUV launching in 2022 will be a compliance car for California emissions, says Dennis Fleer from TorqueNews.com. Dennis says it will be sold in limited quantities in North America like the Crosstrek hybrid. Subaru Corporation is putting a priority on the US market and its customers because the automaker, like I said, sells 66% of all its cars in the United States. The new all-electric Subaru SUV will launch first in North America. Now, there are 5 features that new Subaru all-electric SUV must have for it to be a home run. Dennis covered that at TorqueNews.com earlier, saying Subaru doesn't have luxury of launching a lackluster electric SUV as other automakers may have. According to Subaru President and CEO Tom Dahl, the automaker is launching a new all-electric SUV and it's less than 2 years away. In 2022, Subaru Corporation will bring its first ever electrified SUV developed with Toyota, and it needs to have some core values that make Subaru successful or it will fail. So what are these values? In an interview in April with Cheddar, Tom Dahl said, "We will be introducing an all-electric SUV in a couple of years through our partnership with Toyota. I can't speak too much about the details, but needless to say, it's going to be a great electric vehicle for us, and it will be our first fully electric vehicle. Automotive News talked to Kaohiro Abe, Subaru's vice president for product planning at the Tokyo Motor Show, and he says Subaru and Toyota will use the same platform. Still, the new EV will have its unique character. Abe says the new all-electric model will be about the same size as the 2021 Subaru Forester, and it will launch in the United States and develop as a global vehicle. He also revealed it could offer a front-wheel drive model with one motor and all-wheel drive variant with two motors. He says the all-new electric vehicle will be distinctively a Subaru. Dennis Flair, Torque News Subaru reporter, also says the new 2022 Subaru Electric SUV could be called eVoltis and needs to incorporate 5 things for the new all-electric SUV to be a home run for the Japanese automaker. To be distinctly Subaru, the new EV SUV must be all-wheel drive, but the vehicle also needs to be off-pavement ready. To be distinct, Subaru goes beyond having all-wheel drive cars for customers. Being distinctly Subaru, the possibly called eVoltis Subaru SUV means having the ability to get away from civilization with additional features beyond all-wheel drive, including having extra ground clearance, dual function, X mode with deep snow and mud settings, having a low center of gravity for improved performance while navigating steep trails, and a rugged exterior appearance like the vehicle from Fisker we have. Subaru doesn't have the luxury of launching an uninspiring all-electric SUV. It must be gripping and distinctly Subaru. Subaru has a formula for success, Dennis says, adding that, and they need to stick with its core value of multiple purpose, fun to drive, and a rugged go-anywhere attitude for the 2022 Subaru all-electric SUV to be a home run. And it may be called eVoltis. Do you think, guys, Subaru's new electric vehicle will be eVoltis? If you would like to know more about Subaru's electric SUV, please check my previous reports about Toyota's new electric vehicle, because they're going to share the same platform, and it's even some pictures are Subaru related pictures, because we got a picture from Subaru exclusive. And let me know what your thoughts are. I think it's exciting that more and more companies are coming, but I would like to hear if this electric SUV by Subaru is going to have over-the-air updates, and what those over-the-air updates are going to have, because a little bit ago this morning I reported about the over-the-air update report card, and only Tesla scored A, because Tesla's over-the-air updates could do more than just infotainment system, could change things related to your driving like brakes and so on, whereas the other competitors, their over-the-air updates are very limited, if they even have some, related only to some changes in the infotainment system. So I would like to see what batteries Subaru is going to get, where these batteries are going to come, what over-the-air updates Subaru is going to provide to its new possibly eVoltis electric vehicle, and we will look forward to seeing if this becomes a home run for Subaru. Well, let me know your thoughts in the comments, please. This is Armin Harayan from TorqueNews.com. Please subscribe to our channel for daily news. Please look at Dennis's full article in the description of this video, and I'll see you in our next report. Have a wonderful rest of the day, everyone. God bless you, and see you soon.